boys and girls, pips and sips. Welcome back to the Mac Life, the #1 channel here on YouTube. And in today's video, the highly requested free e-commerce source. Now, if you've watched over the last few years, collectively I've done multiple millions online throughout e-commerce. And in fact, I had a store that I'm very proud of. It was turned over 155-ish K a year, Oz Luxury Trends. And we had no paid ads. So we ran no paid ads at all. We used free marketing methods, which I will kind of demonstrate in this video because it helps us to quantify our product. But if you want a tutorial on that, there are definitely videos of that already on my channel. But in today's video, what we're going to do is actually look for how do we find a successful product, because it's the first question people get. They go, I don't know what to sell. How can I find a successful product? And I'm going to show you how easy it actually is to find a successful product. And more so than that, rather than saying, oh, test this and test ads, you don't have to spend $1 to get these to work. You can get the market to test it for you, and then you can make sales before you ever spend a fucking dollar. When I discovered this is how I made my first $100,000 online, and then since then have just scaled up to live my life freely. So the source that I'm giving you today, it's not just like, try this and it'll work. It's shit that I've done myself and taught hundreds of other people how to do, and essentially how I changed my life and have helped a shit ton of other people. So rather than me just telling you about these things, we're going to go through them quickly, and then we're actually going to look for some products together. So how to find a successful product. Now, we're actually going to start here at the bottom, and you may think, that's not the bottom. The bottom's down here. Fuck, there's like 500 dogs running past outside, stressing out my little man. He's a rescue dog. The last home used to beat the shit out of him, so he's a little bit nervous, aren't you? Hey? You're a little nervous boy. But we're going to go through, does the market give a fuck? Okay, and then we'll work on this. If this video gets enough heat, okay, I will film a secondary video for this. So, does the market give a fuck is the main thing. We can hit all these other things that we're going to look at now, but if the market doesn't give a fuck, it doesn't matter. We just move on to the next product. And the way in which we test that is we simply post the product for sale live before we ever have it, before we've ever looked at it on Facebook Marketplace. It doesn't even matter if you don't sell it. If you decide to sell something else, this is going to show you whether or not people actually want it. And the way in which we figure that out is we post a shit ton of products, and if people start messaging us about them, okay, then we know. Or if you're in the US, on Facebook Marketplace, you can use the gateway and put them for sale live straight away, and you'll start seeing orders come in. It's legitimately that easy. It's fucking crazy. So this is the main thing, is does the market actually give a fuck about our product? And so we could hit all these other things, but if we don't get any heat or on any source, okay, we just move on. We post more products. Now remember as well, it might just be your marketplace account. So it's best if you have a few family members or friends that will let you use their accounts, and you post the same product across a few accounts. Okay, if it gets heat on even one of them, then you'll know that there's some interest there. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, little man? Now, the first thing we're going to look for is price. Essentially, we want something that is low in price, okay? Or the opposite side of the spectrum, really high in price. And price is probably the least important out of the lot because people tend to overthink this too much. What's more important is perceived value, HPV, high perceived value, and our margin. So if we're buying something for a low price, say $3, okay, we want it to have a high enough perceived value that people will pay at least 10x for it, $30. Exact same thing, I'll give you another example. If it's going to cost us $1,500, we want people to at least think, and the reason I said low price over high price to begin with is because if you don't have capital and you make mistakes or you get disputes or refunds or chargebacks, which I'm not discussing in this video, okay, it's a lot harder to bounce back from. So say we sell a piece of furniture for $1,500 that costs $1,500, and if you think I'm just making up numbers, I'm not. Actually, I'll give you a realistic number of some shit that I've sold. The Fergal lounge chair set, it cost me $800, okay, and I sold it for $2,999. So, do you know how many things I would have to sell for $30 to make the profit between this and this, which is like massive? Look at the difference. Do you know how many of these fucking things I would have to sell to make even one of these sales worth of profit? That's why once you have a bit of capital, it's better to move to the high end of the spectrum. But when you start out, you know, this is perfect. You're posting something up that costs $3, you make 30, it's a 10x. Now, this is the next big thing. Unless you have capital where furniture is something that is probably the only exception, you want it to be very small, okay? And as well as that, have few variables. Now, what do I mean by few variables? Okay, say for example, a perfect thing would be a necklace. This hits everything so far. If we were to find a necklace on AliExpress, it's probably only going to cost us, you know, $19, $20, and we can sell it for $200. And if you're thinking no one would buy it, that's a base rate fallacy. It's just a thought process that you have in your head because average people tell you this. And if we want above average or exceptional results, we have to do what average people don't do. And so if the average consensus is that no one will buy that, okay, they're going to get that exact average result. We're going to put it up at a very expensive price and we're going to get a different or exceptional result. And you know that I'm not just speaking shit because I've operated multiple $1 million stores. So we want ideally something that's small and has few variables. So sneakers were a great seller of mine, but the problem are, you know, we have size 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It has so many different variables. When it comes to scaling later on, it's very hard because if we want to order things in bulk, okay, it's extremely hard because we're going to have dead stock. Because say we have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, but we also have black, white, and red, okay, look how many more variables there are. If we order 10 pairs of each size in black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 60 pairs already just for that one type of sneaker. Then if we get them in white as well in these sizes, that's 120. We add in red, okay, we're at 180 pairs of sneakers. What are you doing? Relax, relax. So the next thing is we need to have, so few variables. Ideally, the product needs to be small, which makes our postage very cheap, and that fits in with shipping. Okay, we need to have enough margin that we can offer express shipping. Okay, and everyone says this same stupid shit. But AliExpress takes this long to ship, and we don't just have to use AliExpress. We can use any site in the fucking world. But you want to have enough margin, and this is why margin is important. You want to have enough margin that you can offer express shipping. Because let's look at me and you competing if you didn't charge a high amount. You sell a... Zig, relax. You sell a $3 bag for $10 because in your head you say, that's fair, okay? And so you make $7 profit, but the customer has to wait 45 fucking days to get their bag, okay? Now, I sell that $3 bag, okay, for $30. And so I make $27 profit, but I paid $10 for express postage. So I'm left with $17 profit, okay? And it gets there in 3 to 5 days. I make more profit and I'm going to have a happier customer. The customer doesn't care that they paid $10 compared to $30. Trust me, they really do not. As long as the product quality is good, which is something I'm going to show you how to look for in a second, okay, they really don't care about the difference in price. They're going to have a better experience because they're getting the main thing that people want this day and age, which is speed, okay? They're getting the product faster. You're making $7 profit and you have a very unhappy customer. I'm making $17 profit and I have a very happy customer who's probably going to repeat buy. This is why margin is the most important thing of all of this. And margin, okay, scalability comes from doing all these other things right. As long as we have very few variables, it's a product that the market wants, it's hot in demand, it's potentially small and cheap to ship, okay, and we can ship it fast, it has few variables, a high perceived value, okay, we are set up to scale. That's why people say, they message me and say, oh, I've made some sales, but I'm having trouble scaling. Scaling provides infinite complexity because especially as we run paid ads, the cost of acquisition increases as we capitalize on a bigger market share. It becomes harder and harder and harder to sell. And that's why you need profit, okay? That's why you need higher profits to be able to spend more on ads later on and captivate more of the market. Or understand that you could just make more profit and really not need to go for a bigger share of the market. Because if you're making $17 profit and you just make 100 sales a day, you're good to go. And it could just be 100. People might buy 5 things that you sell at once, and that's increasing the average order value. We can just increase that and increase that and increase that, and you don't even need to make 100 sales, you need to make 20. So these are the main things that we've looked at. What are you doing, Ziggle? Relax. We're going to have a look for some actual products that fit my criteria. Now, there's one extra one that I haven't told you about, and it can break all of the rules and still be amazing, but they're trends. Okay, so they'll disappear very fast. And so, you know, I've clicked, and for some reason it's populated some trendy shit. All of this is weird. I mean, this goose, people would buy this goose. Now, you look at the goose, how much do you think you'd sell this for? We don't know the shipping yet, but how much would you sell this fucking goose for, okay? You would sell this goose for, I would say, if you don't understand pricing, you might say $29 sounds great. I would sell this goose for $99, and I'd test it at $129 as well. But we look here, zig, 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 and they don't have fast shipping. So what you do is you get out your phone, you take a picture, and you go to AliExpress and you search via the camera, the picture, and it will actually show you every single seller who sells this product, and you're going to look for one that offers express delivery. You're also going to look for one that has roughly over 500 orders and 4.8 star reviews, because that means the product quality is good. Then you're going to look through the reviews, you're going to read them, and if there's any 1 stars, read them, okay? And most of the time, if the 1 stars are about the shipping times, that's fine. If the 1 stars are about the product quality being shit, don't sell that product. It's very simple. That's an easy way to quantify products. People say, I need to get it in, I need to feel it. What are you, a product connoisseur? Have you done years in product testing and development? Zig, relax, G. Relax. So that's the easiest way to quantify products. Write that down. At least 500 orders, 4.8 star reviews, and then read through the reviews. It's very, very easy. Now, this has a wow factor. So you could sell that, and say that sold. What happens is you could probably add all this other weird shit here. Like, look at these, okay, healing things, da-da-da-da-da. And you could branch out into a whole plush store. I don't know why I'm being shown all these weird items, but I am. So, what is that? We got some weird shit pop up. Anyway, I'm going to show you an absolute banger that I personally sold and made a shit ton of money on. Women's bags. So, let's look for accessories. Okay, where the fuck have bags moved to? It's been a hot minute since I've been on here, alright? Jewelry and watches, bags and shoes. Women's bags. Women's shoulder bags and totes. Let's have a look here. Now, here's a trick, right? For us to do that quantifying thing that I just talked about a second ago, we filter via orders instead of best match, which is the AI pushing us what it thinks we'll like. We filter via orders. What this also does is shows us that it's already high in demand. People want this shit. We can see 4,790 sold, 4,407 sold. Now all we're going to do is we're going to look through, like these look small, right? These are small, okay? They're probably going to be easy to ship. They have a high perceived value. They're a handbag. That looks like, it looks classy. It looks sexy. And it's pretty much hit our thing. It's 4.6. So let's have a look at the 1-star reviews and see if, okay, we can click here. We can see if it's about the product. The bag come without a strap. Very bad, not worth buying. Never received product. It never come. I never received. Come different color. I've not received my product. I've not received, so probably wouldn't sell this product because of the fact that it's had a few 1-star reviews there. So we just keep looking. And this is the way in which you quantify products, right? So this one's got 4.8 stars. Let's have a look. Pretty cute. Little minimalistic designer bag. Okay. Let's filter via reviews. Look, it looks pretty good. I mean, we barely have any 1-star. Delivery is very long. Okay. 2 bags come. So if the problem is with the actual supplier, you can find better suppliers. But I would still take a risk on a bag like this. I mean, people usually only leave reviews when they're negative. And this one's got 2,000 orders and it's holding 4.8 stars. So generally, people are going to be happy. And if they're not, you can just refund them anyway. No harm done. Now, this is a little more expensive than I'd like it. $20. But I think we could get away with selling this for $99. So a 5x. You're going to post that on Marketplace and there's going to be no fucking ads. Then we're just going to look through here. And unfortunately, okay, the shipping takes a little bit too long. So again, we're not going to go with this product. And you might be sitting there going, oh my God, this is going to take so much time. What are you doing? You work like 8 to 10 hours a day at a job. You're not going to sit there for even 30 minutes and do some product research and find 10 good products. Okay, if you do this and you find 10 new products to post a day, you do that for a month, you're going to strike out on some winners, and they will accumulate you thousands of dollars to hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. The most common thing that I should have wrote down here is that none of this will work. You'll never find a successful product. ILC. If you're a lazy cunt. If you're a lazy cunt, don't bother doing this, okay? It's not for you. These are for people who want to make money online, follow a dedicated path, and actually put in the work. So what happens is, essentially, we're just going to look through it until we find something that meets our requirements, okay? Essentially, what happens is when you click here, you're going to start to see different shipping, and some will ship with FedEx Express, and they're the things that you're looking for. So on top of jewelry, on top of women's bags, another great one is jewelry, and jewelry usually has enough markup in it that you can make some serious shit. So let's go necklaces and pendants. What are you doing? Fuck, you're a weird unit, bro. Aren't you? Little things like this. Let's filter via orders. Okay. These chains. 24,000 orders. Okay. And we can go shipping. Look for shipping. Again, if you want to find express shipping, see, most people look at this and they're like, oh, fuck. Like, that's better. But people were like, oh, fuck. The shipping's gone up to $5.55. You get free shipping. And look at the product cost. Look at the fucking product cost. Do you know how much you could mark these up for? And if you're saying, oh, people won't be happy with the price point that I put it at, it's incorrect. Price is a fallacy, okay? Trust me, price is a fallacy. These are essentially, they cost nothing. You could sell these for $19 and you'll get express orders in, and look at your markup if you're selling them for $19, okay? If you add in express shipping, it's only going to cost you $5.55. You're still going to make $15 profit, and you'll sell them like fucking hotcakes. Plus, it fits in all the demand. There's a lot of different variables, but the best thing is with something like this, you don't have to list them all. You could just list the gold and the silver, okay? And people might multi-buy this product as well, and you can offer an incentive for that. If they message you and you want to sell with PayPal or Stripe, you can just say, look, if you want 2, I'll give you 2 for $29. Very, very simple. Now, I know today's been sporadic, and like, I've explained a lot, and it's very all over the place, but this isn't a course. You're getting this shit for free. Inside of the Hive Mind program, which I have, I break it down into 3-minute chunks. It's like, do this, do this, do this, do this, step by step, and different ways to scale with affiliates to sell on your marketplace, bundling concepts, all different frameworks in 3-minute chunks. So, like I said, this video isn't a pitch to get you to buy anything, but if you want, okay, that option's down below, the link's in the description. And on top of that, we have a community of 500 members doing the same that you can chat with, exchange ideas, talk about winning products, and get involved in the community. So that link's down there, but hopefully you enjoyed today's video. You know what to look for with price now. You understand value. You understand sizing and variables. You understand shipping, and more importantly, margins. And when you get all these things right and the market gives a fuck about it, you're not a lazy cunt. Your product is infinitely scalable. So in the next video that I release, okay, we're going to be going over this. So make sure that you hit subscribe and the little bell notification, because I'll show you actually how to make sales. So we'll go through posting on Marketplace, how to make sales, how to do it with the Gateway plus Stripe and PayPal, how to build a brand, so the concepts of branding. Shopify and Kajabi, I'll explain how we start to scale and build a brand using Shopify and Kajabi. I'll talk about upsells and cross-digitalization, which you've probably never heard because I think I invented that phrase, cross-digitalization. But it's a very powerful way to add a shit ton of margin to your business for nothing. Then we're going to talk about automation and basically how to automate some processes and scale within your business. And then how to build this into a long-term brand that you can focus on and make serious money, because money's made with time and volume. Okay, I've learned that. When you put time in, you put volume in, that's where the real money's made. So hopefully you've enjoyed. If you want to learn more about e-commerce, okay, subscribe. You can join down below. You don't just get access to the e-com stuff. You get all the OnlyFans stuff as well, the YouTube, the Instagram marketing, everything inside the one HiveMind link. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Say goodbye, Ziggle. Baka baka. Say goodbye.